Hello gamers, welcome back. Today, let's talk about how to actually enjoy this game. We all deserve to have fun rather than feeling frustrated while we play. I know, I've been there many times. A common problem for the beginners starting out is the lack of tutorials, especially when it comes to finding the gear you need to get stronger little by little. To be honest, the game gets even more exciting once you reach the mid game. In this guide, I'm going to share some fundamental points that you can always follow. Sometimes you might get stuck or lose track of what you do next because you're so deep into the gameplay. For example, maybe you keep falling in a crazy jumping quest and start getting frustrated. These tips will help you stay on track throughout our journey from zero to hero. So if you're planning to stay for a while in this game as we wait for those big MMORPGs coming out later this year, then this channel is perfect for you. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. It really helps this video reach other gamers who might need this. Alright, let's get started. As we start the game, we all begin here in the Meridian region. First, take some time to familiarize yourself with the controls. Get used to jumping, attacking, walking, and gliding using your skills and interaction. Once you got a feel for the moment, your first quests will be killing crabs. You need to hit level 2 here. Now, let's move forward to our very first obelisk to continue the journey. Once you arrive, you can pick up quests from the NPC stationed here. They're going to ask us to hunt down some beasts and slimes. But before we jump into that, I want to talk about the fundamental strategy we should follow. As far as I discovered, please correct me if I'm wrong, every level in this game features a specific sparkling monster. For example, since we are currently level 2, there is a level 2 sparkling monster. This is absolutely crucial because defeating it guarantees us a level 2 green item. Securing these items is the best way to stay powerful enough to fight higher level monster enemies. It prevents a level gap where the monster becomes too strong for your current gear. Now, if you want to get your character geared up as early as possible, you can actually farm this sparkling monster. To do this, simply head back to the main menu and log in again. This trick allows you to enter a different sphere, which essentially resets the world and lets you kill the sparkling monster all over again. You can repeat this process as many times as you like until you are satisfied with your loot. It's the fastest way to ensure you have a full set of gear before moving on the more difficult area. If you ever feel like the monsters are becoming too difficult to kill at your current level, all you have to do is to find a sparkling monster that matches your specific level and farm it for better gear. Doing this will ensure you don't have a hard time as you press forward in your journey. Sometimes the struggle isn't actually a skill gap. It's simply that your gear doesn't match the level of the monster you are fighting. By taking a moment to upgrade your equipment through farming, you'll find that the combat becomes much smoother and more enjoyable. This is the first fundamental I want to share. Also, take a little moment to finish your monster codex as early as possible. Every time you complete an entry or a section in the codex, it grants you a massive boost in experience that help us level up fast. It might seem like a small task, but those experience rewards add up quickly and make early game much smoother. This game has completely different style when it comes to NPCs. One thing I really noticed that have a massive impact on the early game is the total lack of weapon merchants. I played a lot of MMORPGs and most of them have at least one NPC who sells basic starter gear. However, in this game, you won't find any. This might leave you wondering how exactly we are supposed to gear up our weapons. Since we already covered how to get started with your armor piece, let's dive into how we can obtain your weapons. As of right now, I found that there are only 3 basic ways to obtain weapons in this game. I've been testing things out, but please correct me if I'm wrong. If you know of another method or want to add more details to what I found, please leave a comment down below so we can learn all together. The first and the most common way to get weapon is through the dungeon system. In this game, every dungeon has a specific level requirements to enter. The general idea is that the loot you should receive after completing the run shouldn't fall below that entry level. However, as of today, there's a known bug with the loot drops. For example, I've been trying to get an epic shield from level 20 crowd boss, but it's only dropping level 8 item. Some players suggest heading to the Atlan dungeon instead. Correct loot might drop there. But since we aren't focusing on level 20 runs just yet, let's stick to the basic and move on to the next method. Next up, is the Orb Chest Challenge. This is where you collect 3 specific orbs to unlock a chest. While these are great to find, keep in mind that the rewards are RNG based, meaning it isn't guaranteed that you get the specific weapon you're looking for. Similarly, you'll find small chests scattered throughout the world. Some are tied to quests and others are just hidden. These can also drop weapons, but again, what you get is down to luck. I also want to mention two another unique challenges. Have you seen those square objects that looks like a Rubik's Cube? Once you activate all of it, they drop a variety of items including weapons. Finally, there are the blue orbs. You have to collect all of them within a certain time limit. And if you're fast enough, you'll be rewarded with an item including weapons. One very important thing to take note of. Make sure you are at the correct level for the area you are exploring. In this game, the items dropped are usually based on the item of the region you're in. You want to ensure you are in a current level state so that if a weapon finally drops, you can actually equip and use it immediately. There's nothing worse than finding a great weapon only to realize you're still a few level too low to use it, or farming an area that is too low level to give you an upgrade. Now let's talk about leveling. Once you geared up with at least a full set of green items and a decent weapon, you're ready to start the real grinding at level 10. I have a few perfect spots for you to farm mobs efficiently. The first spot is in this area here. We can usually use the same spear farming method we use for the sparkling monster. Just lag off and lag back in to reset the enemies. Repeat this process until you feel like the experience gain is starting to slow down. From there, we proceed to the next location. Here, the best strategy is to take out the 3 patrol groups. While you're waiting for them to respawn, keep yourself busy by clearing out the surrounding mobs to keep your XP bar moving. Now, if you feel that these patrol groups are a bit too strong to clear efficiently, don't try to force it. Just remember the fundamentals I mentioned earlier. This is absolutely crucial because defeating it guarantees us a level 2 green item. Securing these items is the best way to stay powerful enough to fight higher level enemies. It prevents a level gap where the monster becomes too strong for your current gear. Finally, when the experience starts to feel low again, move to this final section until you reach level 20. What I really love about this specific spot is that the level 20 mouse here drops rune used to upgrades your skill. It's a fantastic way to level up while simultaneously gathering the materials you need to strengthening your class skills. Now, once you finally hit level 20, it's time to get your gear sorted properly. Let me help you dress for success. Most players, as soon as they hit 20, want to jump straight into the level 20 hard mode dungeon. But I have to be honest with you. Hard mode at level 20 is incredibly tough. If you aren't equipped with at least mid-tier gear, you're going to have a very difficult time surviving. Before we head into those dungeons, we need to make sure your build and your equipment are strong enough to handle the jump in difficulty. The very first thing you need to do is a complete gear check. Double check every single piece of equipment you're currently wearing. If any of your gear is still under level 19, even a single low level piece can weaken your overall stats. So make sure everything you have equipped is up to date. Now, of course, this is completely optional. It's always up to you to decide how you want to progress. However, if you want to farm for level 19 or 20 green gear, you are already in the absolute best spot. Right here, we have a level 20 mobs and a level 19 sparkling monster spawn. This makes it the perfect place to start your final gear grind. You can stay in this rotation until you replace all your low-level equipment with level 19 and 20 pieces, giving you the power boost you need for the challenge ahead. Now, let's talk about your weapon. If you reach this stage and you still don't have a decent weapon to carry you through, don't worry. Your best bet is to head over to the normal dungeon in this area. It's a great place to visit and finish a few runs, as it provides a much more consistent way to secure a solid weapon compared to just relying on world exploration. So you farm your full set of green gear and you finally secure a decent weapon, but you still feel like your power isn't quite enough to conquer the level 20 hard mode dungeon. Don't worry, we aren't done yet. We can still push your power level even higher. The next step is to dive into crafting consumables to boost your gear stats and focus on those crucial weapon upgrades. These extra layers of power will give you the edge you need to stop struggling and start clearing that hard mode content with confidence. Now, you might be wondering, where do we actually get these recipes? I normally find mine by looting the troops I mentioned earlier in the leveling guide. While you're grinding those mobs for experience and gear, keep a close eye on your loot. Those patrol groups and surrounding enemies have a chance to drop the specific recipe you need. It's another reason why those spots are so efficient. You're leveling up, hunting for gear, and collecting your crafting foundations all at the same time. Guys, if you made it this far into the video, I want to give you a huge congratulations. You just proven to yourself that you're serious about mastering and enjoying this game. I'd like to ask a simple favor. Please drop something meaningful in the comments below. Share a tips, a successful story, or just some words of encouragement for other gamers who are just starting out. I'm truly enjoying this game right now as I creating this video, and I want others to experience that same excitement. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This is just the beginning of our journey in this world, and I have so much more to show you. This is Kish. See you in the next one. Peace.